it's Thad at Willoway. It's September 11th. I wanted to talk a little bit about today about Growing Degree Days, a couple things on the horizon, and a little bit about some of our programs that keep plants looking nice here. So we're at 2453 for Growing Degree Days here. We're kind of in a little bit of a lull. Two-spotted spider mite still could be out there with temperatures. But we're really coming up to about that 2700 is kind of a magic number for a bunch of stuff to start to come on. So we've got viburnum crown borer becomes vulnerable, a locust borer. We also have the peach tree borer and Zimmerman pine moth are all ones that become vulnerable at that point, the starting point. So depending on how this weather goes this week, we'll build a little bit slower here as we're starting to come into the early fall, late summer here. So that's those are pretty big pests we want to be watching for and be ready for. Some of the other stuff is we've got roses, and I wanted to talk a little bit today about roses. So we do a couple things, and I know some of these programs I've talked about in the past about our split trims. So you can see this one's was trimmed a few weeks ago. It's starting to reflush out. It hasn't set buds yet, but it's coming along. So this will still continue to flower here. You can see just the starting formation of it. So we're about 2 weeks into from these were trimmed last. This will be our last trim for the year, but we have lots of nice looking roses. You can see these behind me here are a couple weeks later, about a week or two later, and they've got nice set buds that are starting to show a little bit of peaking of color. So these can still hit. The other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is about the effectiveness of our weekly spray program. We weekly spray these with a fungicide, mostly because of our overhead irrigation systems, and we also time our water correctly. And it's really important that we water roses only in the morning so that the foliage dries out, and that helps prevent getting the black spot and other foliar diseases and downy mildew and some of those. So it's how we keep them looking nice as we manage the water, but we also put a preventive fungicide on them. So when you get them at your place, if you have overhead water, make sure you're timing it correctly. Some of the other things to be noticing on them is that they're pretty uniform out here, and we haven't had a lot of issues. It's been a pretty wet year. So hopefully some of those tips will help you grow better plants and take it to your customers and move them off your yards. Thank you.